Welcome to Bill Dance Saltwater. Great fun fishing that anyone can do. Yes, you can do this.
Come on, close the deal. Close the deal. There it is. There it is.
Close the deal.
Close the deal. Sell that used car, cuz. Sell it. Sell it.
When we ran out of showtime last week, we left Bill and his good friend Captain Theophile Bourgeois still casting away for speckled trout in the scenic Chandeleurs Islands about 65 miles east of New Orleans, Louisiana. Theophile operates Bourgeois charters out of Lafitte, Louisiana, and they had flown to this unique fishery in one of Theophile's seaplanes. The Chandeleurs have long acted as defense barriers for inland Louisiana and Mississippi, absorbing the initial impacts of tropical weather systems. Because of that, much of their landmass has been lost over the years due to many devastating hurricanes, such as Camille and Katrina. But what is left today is truly a paradise. Mangroves and eelgrass cover the sand and shell islands, and exotic birds nest in the sanctuaries. Flocks of seagulls feast on shrimp and bait fish in the interior bayous and cuts. The waters are so clear that beds of seagrass can be seen 5 feet down, and the fishing here is nothing short of fantastic. Wade fishing for speckled trout is considered to be among the best on our planet, and that's exactly why Bill and Theophile flew in. They found the topwater action so good that they just couldn't leave when we ran out of airtime last week. Using bomber Badonk-A-Donk lures, they enticed the specks into explosive antics. So it's no wonder our fishermen couldn't make themselves leave. Let's rejoin them now, where they left off last week, and share in the fun.
You know, I've had a lot of success fishing this bait. You know, you and I, several years ago, caught a lot of fish.
Oh, yeah.
You know, redfish on this thing. I've caught a lot of fish on this bait. I've caught a lot of bass on it. But one thing that I've learned about fishing it, if you use too stiff a rod, it'll wear you out.
Yeah.
What you need is a soft tip action, you know. A rod with a very soft tip to be able to work the bait properly.
Right, to make him walk.
Huh? To make it
him
walk.
walk back and forth. Yeah.
See that light tip?
Yeah.
That light tip makes all the difference in the world. Too stiff an action, you overpower the bait too much.
Definitely. Yeah.
And it'll wear you out.
Show me another big one. Whoa, like that.
Look right there. Look. He stood there talking. Boom.
Oh,
you were reeling it fast, weren't you?
I was actually reeling in to rethrow.
Well, that's right. That's crazy, ain't it?
Whoa, baby. Hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. Easy, Paw. Man.
Boy, that right there is doing it. Keep him away from my legs. That's a redfish.
No, it's a big old trout.
No. Oh, boy, look at
the
this.
There's another trout underneath.
We're going to have to double net him. Don't lose that one.
He's too
boy,
big.
That right there is a horse.
He's too big for one net. I'll let you net him for me.
I'm going to net him for
Woo!
you.
Now you're talking.
Boy, look at the size of that.
Get him out there. Like, get him. Yes, sir.
Boy, you did good, Toe.
He got it on a retrieve. I was reeling him in just to get him, I was make one of that loam cast. You know, you can't cast 300 yards.
Yeah, I'll get the bait out. Don't lose that. Look at the size of that trout. How big is that trout?
Wow.
He's the biggest one today.
Yeah, he's thick, man. It's hard to see. They're all so nice. He's probably 4.5 pounds.
I believe he's bigger than that.
7.5 pounder, though. That's what I'm talking about. 7.5.
Big old dorsal fin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he's pretty.
Yeah.
Huh?
Beautiful.
Yeah. Look how thick he is.
Nice and healthy. We'll say 5. How about a 5? Happy 5?
I believe he will.
Today's Conditions Log is brought to you by Plaquemines Parish, Louisiana, with marinas at Buras, Myrtle Grove, Point de la Hache, Empire, and Venice.
Do it up, do it up, do it up, son. Do it up. Wee. Yeah, it's the coaching.
Get it, Buster, get it.
It's the coaching part that's really neat on that, you know. Because you know, that fish is trying to figure out what is that. Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Oh man, I got a fish on the leg. That thing going between my legs. Ooh, that thing
coming
between my
after you.
legs. Man, get that thing away from me. Oh my goodness.
I put too much pressure on because I'm
Oh man. That thing was he was in a jury.
You are so crazy.
That thing was in a jewelry shop, that thing, man.
It's stupid net. I tell you what, I thought something had me. Oh man.
Oh man, that thing was in a jewelry shop. I was worried about that.
Oh, you got one on too?
Yeah. And I was over there trying to stay clear of y'all.
Hey, I had my finger on the drag. I was bearing down on him, trying to pull him back from you.
The Chandeleur Islands, since I've been a kid, has always been just the draw. You know, it's a job to get out here, but once you're here, it's so beautiful.
Well, you know, I've heard of them for years and years and years. Some of the biggest trout are caught.
Right.
In the Chandeleur Islands.
Yeah.
This is my first time to fish them.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
And I'll tell you right now, I'm impressed.
yeah. Oh yeah, it's nice.
I mean, come out here, we're averaging 3 and 4 pound trout.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't think we've caught.
And the key
very
thing,
few. Huh?
key thing is that on top water.
Yeah.
So that's what really makes it special.
In other words, you'll catch your biggest trout on top.
And hands down, top water bait is always known to me for the bigger trout. You know, so the numbers won't be there. If we wanted to say get a bunch of stringers full of a lot of fish, we'd be throwing plastic right now. But we here looking for say I call them trophy fish, and that trophy hit, that hit on top water, no comparison.
There he is.
You got it on there.
I had one sneak up there and pop it.
All right.
Maybe
Another trail. Another man. Another man there, cuz.
as big as it. Whoa. I gotta work my way to the pliers. I can't believe it. I got a pair of pliers just like that.
Oh, boy, look at that.
And I don't know why I didn't bring them.
All right. Oh, damn. It's a little more complicated.
I never seen anybody
Well, I was trying
reach through the
I was trying to get through the net where I could stand. All right, grab your fish. Now hold these hooks out your way. There you go, got it. Hey, look.
Got him.
There's a purpose for everything. Get your bait out of here. I tell you what, son. Now you know the size of these fish and the teeth that they got, how strong they are.
They are strong.
But look at this bait. The bait's really holding up. Sometimes baits really get dirty, quick. They lose all their color and get all ate up.
That's a good
Yeah,
bait.
man.
That is a good bait. You know, I was talking about the rods a minute ago. A lot of people get put out with fishing one of these baits because they don't have the proper rod to fish it with.
Right.
They use too stiff a rod
They get
or too light a rod, and they can't work the bait.
they get
can't
wild.
They can't work the bait properly.
They get wore out with it.
Yep. And they get wore out with it. And
And they get disgusted because
Right.
they ain't catching any tide.
right.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Mako Boats, building legends for over 40 years. By Hendra Tractors, the world's #1 selling tractor. And by Motor Guide, never stop. Today's equipment log is sponsored by Lowrance and the all-new Elite 7 HDI. The large 7-inch wide-format hybrid dual imaging system features both downscan imaging and broadband sounder and delivers a true view of what's beneath the boat.
Do you like braid
Oh,
more so than mono for this?
I love it, man. I'm so spoiled on braid, I won't throw mine on. I love the fact that, you know, you don't have to say kill yourself to set that hook, no stretch, you know.
Of course, I'm using mono because I
Right.
had it on these reels, on these smoke reels.
Right.
And then I had on those
Whoop.
Exos,
I got a look on me, cuz. I got a little
I had
look on. Come on. Come on.
braid on those, but
He's on.
I do like. Look at that. That was quick.
Whoa!
Wow! Did you
topping.
see that?
The topping, man. Well, with the braid, I mean, there's no stretch. I can feel everything. I can
I
feel,
know it.
you know, especially when you're bouncing a 1/4 ounce jig on the bottom. And then I find that I can work the top water, I'm going to say more aggressive in a sense, but yeah, with just not as much effort. There we go. Woo!
Boy, that is a
Now
good
that's
one there, buddy.
Now that's a real trout here, cuz.
That is crazy too. Look at that. Look at that trout jump.
He's crazy, man. Hey,
He's crazy.
watch him put the tail walk.
I ain't never seen
Man.
one do that.
Man, I guess I'd be mad too had that thing stuck up in my mouth. That dude there.
Woo, look at that trout jump.
You done? No. Okay, you ain't done yet. That sucker there. Woo. That there, son. All right.
Carried on like a smallmouth, didn't it?
No doubt.
There's one.
Uh-oh, look at
That
there
is
we go.
jumping too.
There we go. Got one coming out the net, one going on a stringer, one going to be in the stringer.
One coming in on this pole.
Right.
But he's not a jumper.
Tell you what, that's the most jumping I've seen in a long time. Oh, he got me back. Oh,
A little jump out of him.
got you a jumper too?
He cut up a little bit.
Man, they're getting bigger, Bill.
He's a cartwheeler.
got you a jumper, son. Oh, point him towards you.
Okay.
Oh, I just had another hit. Had another hit. Are you taking that one off? Let me get over there. Got him?
I got him.
Oh,
But I'm gonna need to,
fly.
I think,
Oh, oh,
get him.
oh, got the fly in one hand. I got the fly for you, boy.
You go in with the fish. I'll get the pliers.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, indeed.
I got that hook out.
Yes,
I got that hook out.
relieve that tension.
Here, I'm gonna just throw him.
Yeah. They've been dragging on my feet all
Give me
day. There you go. I'm on the other side of you.
I'm getting out of
Over
your way.
here. Coming around. You're coming around. Get back out there, cuz. They there now. Woohoo! Come on. Come on. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. They get much bigger than this, we're gonna need bigger nets. Okie dokie. Man, that's a fistful of fish right there, son.
There he is. Now, when the speckled trout leave here, Toad, where will they go?
Honestly, I think there's two groups. I think there's one group that goes out to the Gulf, you know, just for more stable conditions. And then there's another group that comes inside, like where we at, you know, in the bayou system. You'll find them, you know, it's like they leave here, where do they go? So I really feel there's two different groups that go out, but most of them go north. You know, when it gets cold, I think they go north. And I get a lot of fish up by me moving closer by the house. They go in them shallow bays, and then when it gets really cold, and they go in a little deeper canal with 10 foot of water, and they move back and forth. But out here, this is just prime spawning time.
Today's dancing lesson is sponsored by Mystic Lubricants. No matter the machine, Mystic's got a full line of products specifically formulated to dominate performance, conditions, and competition.
Did you know the reason pure lobster meat seems so expensive is that it takes about 5 1-pound lobsters to provide 1 pound of meat? Or that even if shark is one of your favorite seafoods, you should never eat shark liver. It has very high concentrations of vitamins that can cause illness in humans. And did you know, to some people, those pesky saltwater catfish are really quite tasty? Today's show is sponsored in part by Grand Slam Mono and Braid. Big fish tough for when the money's on the line. Lowrance and their all-new Elite 7 Hybrid Dual Imaging Series. And by Mystic Lubricants, lubrication domination.
What's the number one diet of the speckled trout?
Whenever they're small, like when they're little bitty, they'll do more crustaceans. Shrimp, they'll chase shrimp, and they'll eat little crabs, eat whatever. But when they get this size, they're typically out here in the Gulf, and 99% of the time it's either pogies or these big mullets.
There he is. Wapo!
Got a little something, something. Man.
Got you something, something.
Either he's a big boy or got him coming in sour.
Well, don't get him in my shoe. I got one too.
Uh-oh.
He doubled up again. Look at here.
Uh-oh. Oh, get out the stringer. Get out the stringer, son. Go
Keep him away from me. Keep him away from me.
You got a pony there, son.
Got a pony.
Wait a minute.
I got one that's been eating shrimp then.
You got a shrimp eater.
Calm down.
All right. Pliers.
There they come.
Pliers.
I got to do something here.
Oh, now you tuck. Get out there, boy. Get out there. You know they're running pairs, triples, quadruples.
I don't know if I went far enough. I think I threw too short.
Right, little fatty.
Ooh,
Little fatty.
bad. Was he straight out? So
Yeah, straight up. All right, come on out there, boy. Come on out there. Oh, top hook come out. Top hook come out, bottom hook's in. We'll take. Take. Get on down there.
get on there. Look at that stringer of fish. You say this will kind of hold up for on into November?
Yeah, September, October for sure. November is where it gets iffy, based on cold fronts,
So that's the key, is the temperature?
Yeah, temperature, when it's hot out here and the water's cool, it keeps you cool.
So when do they start leaving here?
Yeah, like I said, in October, when the temperature starts dropping, cool nights. Like right now, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you drop down in this deeper water.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, I can't tell you how much fun I've had. It's been a great day.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt, man.
I think anytime you can come out and catch trout that size, and you catch them on top water.
Oh, yeah, and then it's like a beautiful location.
Huh?
Beautiful location like this,
Remote. Absolutely great.
When you think about it, quite possibly that phrase we often hear, the trip of a lifetime, was actually born right here in the Chandeleur Islands. That's especially true if it was a fisherman who coined it. As you've seen, Theophile and his staff know this place and all it has to offer well enough to make sure a fishing trip here will be one you'll always remember and want to repeat over and over. They have seaplane excursions for redfish and trout that'll fit about any plan you want, from day trips to overnight, and all in just 30 minutes from downtown New Orleans. Thanks for wading along with us today, and please join us often. Today's Surf and Email is sponsored by Sea Tow, your road service at sea. While boating, have complete peace of mind knowing the country's premier on-water service provider is standing by 24/7 on the coast and inland lakes and rivers. Are the teeth of sheephead fish really almost like humans? Yes, during evolution, the sheephead has developed teeth similar to humans in order to feed on hard-shelled organisms. It has human-like incisors and strange-looking molar teeth on both the roof and bottom of its mouth. The stubby form of sheephead's teeth allows them to easily crush their prey and also to often steal the bait off fishermen's hooks. Now for this week's Bill Dance Saltwater Travel Log. Our fishing location was near Lafitte, Louisiana, about 35 miles south of Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport. We highly recommend today's fantastic guide, Theophile Bourgeois of Bourgeois Fishing Charters. And accommodations were generously provided by the beautiful Cajun Vista Inn in nearby Batavia, Louisiana. We hope you've enjoyed Bill Dance Saltwater and learned that you can do this. Please join us right here again next week.